Like most Pinoy travelers, our almost romantic affair with seat sales and boarding passes first took shape by exploring our very own islands. We are fortunate for being born and raised here in the Philippines, within touching distance of beautiful tropical destinations. Through the years, we were able to go farther and set foot in almost 60 provinces. Hi, we are Vince and Josh. We still have a lot of destinations to visit, but in celebration of our blog's 10th anniversary, we're listing down 10 of our favorite places in the Philippines so far. This is just based on our personal experiences and in no particular order. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified when we upload new travel videos. Batanes. How we got to Batanes was pure luck. At the time, only Philippine Airlines had flights to Basco and it's rarely included in seat sales. But one day, it happened. I was able to grab cheap tickets to Batanes. It was worth the wait. We expected to be blown away by Batanes, but it also snatched our hearts. Remote and isolated, Batanes is the northernmost province in the Philippines. It's a 10-piece archipelago with the three biggest islands being the only ones inhabited: Sabtang, Batan, and Itbayat. Sabtang and Itbayat are their own municipalities, while Batan is further divided into Basco, Ivana, Tuyugan, and Mahataw. We have returned a couple of times since our first visit, and we're always eager to go back. Batanes is one of those destinations that captivate effortlessly. It is visually stunning and culturally fascinating, but what sets it apart is its reclusive calm. Batanes has a natural ability to force you to reflect, get lost in thought, and find peace even for a moment. Siargao. Siargao is currently the rock star of Philippine destinations. A surfing mecca, the island was a best-kept secret among wave riders until word about its other stellar attractions reached more non-surfers. You can explore the main island and see the wonders it keeps in its jagged corners and lush landscapes like the coconut-lined roads, the Instagram-perfect Maasin River, and Magpupungko rock pools. Or you can go island hopping. Guyam Island, Daku Island, and Naked Island are just a boat ride away. Negros Island. Negros Island is composed of two provinces, Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental, and they're equally worth a visit. It's a region that is best known for two F's: food and festivities. But the fun, oh, that's another F, doesn't stop there. Its coast, strewn with white sand and punctuated by heritage towns. Not to mention that its people are some of the friendliest I have had the honor to meet, making a trip an unforgettable experience each time. It's easy to fill a week's itinerary. From swimming with turtles in Apo Island to food tripping in Bacolod, you'll never run out of boxes to tick. But there's one destination that we love to visit in Negros, Danhugan Island. Located in the municipality of Kawayan, 5 hours from Bacolod or Dumaguete, Danhugan Island is a marine reserve managed by the Philippine Reef and Rainforest Conservation Foundation Incorporated, who bought it in 1994 from the hands of destruction. This 5-lagoon island is home to 72 species of birds, 10 species of bats, 579 species of fish, and 244 species of corals. The best part? You don't need to be a scuba diver to see these precious living gems. You can see a multitude of them even when just snorkeling. The usual jump-off point to Danhugan Island is SIPALAY City, which is also hemmed by fine beaches and vibrant reefs. Palawan. I set foot in Palawan for the first time under horrible circumstances. My grandfather had passed away and I needed to fly to Puerto Princesa to attend the wake and the funeral. In the middle of mourning, I was mind blown. Prior to this trip, I had never traveled far for leisure, not counting the Boy Scout jamborees I joined as a child. After that trip, I found myself writing about the place for the first time. I planned to return just to explore the city, something I wasn't able to do that time, but it didn't happen soon enough for financial reasons. It would take more than 2 long years for that to happen, thanks to another company outing. Little did I know that it was only the start of my many affairs with Palawan. We returned again and again and again. Palawan is a gift that keeps on giving. Coron's nooks and crannies are teeming with natural beauty and cultural significance. From the lakes and lagoons of Coron Island to neighboring beaches, to shipwreck dive sites and coral gardens, to saltwater hot springs. Heck, they even have an African safari nearby. El Nido is a treasure trove of marine life and dramatic seascapes, earning it a consistent place among the best beach destinations in the world. Puerto Princesa is home to an underground river, which was hailed as one of the new 7 wonders of nature. The tourism sector here is highly organized and an ideal destination even for first-timers, seniors, and children. And these are just 3 of the top destinations in the province. The list is long. Northern Samar. When it comes to first impressions, few could rival Northern Samar. We went off the beaten path and paid a visit to Lawang, an island municipality that remains off most travelers' radar. On 2 wheels, we hopped from one pristine cove to another and shared them with no other tourist. Our favorite was Onay Beach, a golden stretch blanketed in a glowing mixture of white, black, and brown grains. But the real highlight of our trip was BIRI Island, on the other end of the province. It is almost untouched. Its rock formations are enormous, with views absolutely spectacular. I still remember that moment when I reached the peak of one of the rock formations and had my first glimpse of the surrounding landscape. "This is one of the most beautiful places I have been to," I shouted to my friend. 6 years later, I was able to finally return. BIRI Island remains just as amazing as I remember. Sagada. The first time I set foot in Sagada was during our company trip in 2009. Even before we hopped out of our rented vehicle, I already fell in love. Within a minute since we entered the town, I had already decided that I must return. And return I did. The next time I visited, I was with my closest friends, all of whom had been dying to be there. It was one of our Barkada's best trips ever. Located in the mountain province, Sagada is a 5th-class municipality with only 11,000 residents as of 2015. Think of it as a small idyllic village at the heart of the Cordillera. It has a generally chilly climate year-round, much colder than Baguio, something that attracts domestic tourists. Aside from the cooler temperature, it also has a lot to offer to adventurers, sightseers, and history buffs alike. It's best known for the hanging coffins, waterfalls, and the network of caves. The good news is, the local government and the residents themselves are environment conscious and have enforced certain regulations. Zamboanga. Ever seen a pink beach? Yes, pink! Well, just to manage your expectations, it is not bright pink. From afar, it looks like your ordinary white beach, but the pink glow becomes more obvious as you come closer. Fringing an edge of Santa Cruz Grande Island, the pink particles are pulverized red organ pipe corals swept to the shore. And yes, you'll also see these bright red corals in the vibrant reef nearby. But Santa Cruz Grande Island is more than just its pastel shore. It also cradles a lagoon that is bursting with biodiversity. You can ride a boat and take a guided tour around the lagoon and meet the many wonderful creatures that call it home, such as the stingless upside-down jellyfish. You can also row a vinta, which is an icon of this region of the Philippines. When you get to the city, get to know its history written on the many monuments scattered around. Don't forget to have a taste of the city's irresistible cuisine. Try the kuratsa and shop for local, Indonesian, and Malaysian goods at the barter market. As the main city in the area, Zamboanga City is usually the jump-off point to the other destinations in the region. You can catch a plane to Tawi-Tawi, something we've always wanted to do but never had a chance to yet. Cebu. It doesn't matter where you go. Whether you're staying in Cebu City, diving off the northern islands, or trekking up its southern peaks, Cebu is the ultimate destination for adventurers. Within the city center, key historic landmarks stand just next to each other, and while public transportation can be confusing in the beginning, you'll easily get the hang of it. Cebu, as a whole, is tourist-friendly. Locals are generally hospitable and helpful. And don't get us started about its cuisine. Our favorite place in Cebu, Bantayan Island. What used to be a sleepy fishing village years ago has been enjoying the fruits of tourism as tourists look for laid-back alternatives to Boracay. Bantayan has found its way to all-inclusive travel packages but remains a top choice among backpackers for its sheer beauty and serene atmosphere. It is a 3-hour bus ride and a 1-hour ferry trip away from Cebu City. Socsargen. Our most memorable journey in Mindanao happened in Socsargen. Comprising South Cotabato, Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, and General Santos City, the Soc-Sarjan region is one of the most underrated destinations in the country. A trip across the region will take you from Gumasa Beach in Sarangani to Lake Cebu and Lake Holon in South Cotabato to the little-known eco parks in Sultan Kudarat. The highlight of our tour was the hike up Mount Melibingoy and overnight stay by the lake. Located in Tiboli, Mount Melibingoy towers over the town with its highest peak at 1,750 meters. A dormant stratovolcano, it cradles a crater lake called Lake Holon, which was formed after an eruption in 1641. It has also nurtured wild endemic flora and fauna. For a quick adrenaline rush, try the Seven Falls zipline, named after the 7 cascades found in the area. It is divided into 2 lines, the first extends 740 meters and the other 420. Visitors are swooshed 20 meters per second as they scramble to absorb all the gorgeous views, take photographs, and just enjoy the moment. If you could do just one zipline in the Philippines, this is most definitely it. Ilocos. Ilocos is one of the first places that Vince and I visited together. We weren't travel bloggers yet at the time, but I still remember how amazed I was by the diversity of the attractions here. From sand dunes, to beaches, to heritage sites, the Ilocandia has it all. We started the trip in Vigan and made our way through Bantay, Batak, Paway, Lawag, and Bangi until we reached Pagudpud. It gave us countless memories that are still vivid up to now. Years later, we finally braved the Paway sand dunes, something I've always wanted to try since our first visit, and we have also returned to Vigan on another occasion. That's all for now. If you need more information about traveling around the Philippines, check out the comprehensive travel guides on our blog, www.thepoortraveler.net. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified when we upload new travel videos. We're Vince and Josh. See you again next time, and may the goals be with you.